Hey, soul survivors, we are going to talk about the most beautiful breakup that I've ever witnessed. And I'll tell you a little bit about the backstory. I'm going to be doing a podcast with this woman. She's truly remarkable. She's only 19 years old and she handles things so much better than a lot of adults, like older adults. So I've known her since she was like 6 years old, but she, over time, somewhere in high school, transitioned into being a lesbian. She knew that being with guys wasn't for her. So I'm not trying to promote or demote LGBTQ stuff, but it's the story I want you to hear. So she started dating this girl for 2.5 years and they got along phenomenal. Like they had no issues. They were soulmates. They like literal soulmates, not the narcissistic kind, but they just got along great. But this girl is a daughter to a pastor. And, sometimes pastors' daughters will try to break free, to do the extreme rebellion because they're under such scrutiny from the church, from the pastor, of being the good girl, being the perfect girl, following all the rules, that sometimes they might break the rules. But she, fell in love with this lady. And they were together for 2.5 years, lived together. The lady I know was ready to propose to her. And that's how good. I mean, if you're thinking of proposing, usually it's really good. And right before she did, the girl told her that she needs to take a step back and she needs to break it off so she can see God. So she was brought up in a religious household and she's trying to reconnect with her faith, but she was very upfront. And sometimes the things that we want to hear, they hurt. But if we think about it and we really love the person, we can process, okay, it's their faith. It's not me. It's not me. There's something in that faith that is not clicking with our relationship. And, you know, um, the girl was so strong. She did say, let's just give it a couple days. Don't give me your final answer. We'll just talk on Sunday. And they ended up just discussing the way to handle the rent that they were committed to and all those kind of things. But there was communication, there was compassion, there wasn't begging. She loved her enough to let it go because something was very important to her that she couldn't find in that relationship. And she let her be her. And we always have to remember, if you love something, set it free. If it comes back, it's meant to be. If not, it never was. And, sometimes there's trials and tribulations that'll lead us back to each other, or there's things that'll happen to confirm that what we did was the right thing. But I was just astounded on her being strong. She was saying that I'm going to start taking selfies of myself so I can see my smile come back. She wants to see how her smile changes since the breakup, the transition, because we do get down when somebody breaks up with us, especially when we were hoping for a life with them. But, it takes a strong woman to tell their partner that what their true feelings are. And the narcissist, they ghost us, so they leave us confused, they leave us trying harder or searching. I know with mine, I was saying, I don't know if you're alive or dead. And you start freaking out because you care about this person, that it gets so out of character to what they portrayed that you really freak out. And even when you explain it, like, this is why I'm acting like an idiot. I get it. I'm calling too much, but this is why. They don't care about your why. And you apologize. You're like, I'm just freaking out. All I need to hear is you're okay. And you even, like, for me, I even explained, it's like, if somebody took my child, I'm not just going, oh, all right, you're right. I should chill. I should chill. Yeah. If it's meant to come back, it'll come back. Like, you can't do that when you care about something. And sometimes the hard realization is difficult. Like, it was difficult for that woman, but it helps you process it. And that was loving from both parties. There are times you separate, whether you wanted a child and they didn't, or, religious aspects, or moving to a different country state or country to follow your dreams that just aren't happening. Sometimes two people will put their career above a relationship. Maybe they want to travel and act or sing or do sales, whatever it is, that it's not conducive to the relationship that's healthy for both parties. And that's what's important. Is it healthy for both parties? Because you could be in love with someone, whether they were a soldier or a trucker or whatever it is. But if you have certain issues that you haven't dealt with, that's going to be extremely difficult. You're going to be uncomfortable, sad, depressed, not living your life while they're out doing their duties. If you're stronger and it works for you, you can be like, yeah, but I get to see him next month, or I get to read his letters, whatever is comfortable for you. So when something isn't comfortable for you, it's toxic. And the one lady that broke up with her, it started becoming toxic because she wasn't sure about her faith. And she grew up in this faith, and she probably has pressures from her father, things like that. But she just needs to take a step back, figure herself out. Sometimes we have to do that. But the lady I'm going to interview for the podcast, extremely intelligent, really cool way of thinking. You guys are really going to like her. She's very open and honest. And the point of this is, were we yelled at, get the fuck out of my house, or ghosted, because when you love someone, it doesn't just go away. And there's arguments. We were taught to talk through things, or, give a little bit of space and then work it out, or express yourself. But they were not taught to express themselves. And when they did, they got shut down. So they are recreating their childhood. So in the beginning, they were enjoying us. We felt open and free to just be giggly and excited. But over time, it's so weird how the discard happens, the devaluation, because we lift them up to this perfect, seemingly, world. Like, of course, let's just keep this going. And all of a sudden, every little thing is wrong with us, whether it's our hair color, our makeup, our clothes, or the way the car we picked out, or whatever it is, because they're so into image or control. And that's what's so weird is, there's times we come through and give them what they want, and then we get bitched at for that. And, they don't express their feelings, the narcissist, the right way. And it's just going to be a big mind fuck for the new supply, especially if they're younger, especially if they're unaware of narcissism. I look at my channel analytics on the age group of the people that come to my channel. And it's astounding how the younger generation, they're not searching for the answers. They haven't gotten there yet. Some are. But I should start doing on narcissistic parents to see if that changes with the 19 to 24-year-olds or whatever. But relationships can end on a healthy note. Doesn't mean it doesn't hurt, but it's honest. It's not confusing. And it gives you a sense of peace, as opposed to this lost world we're left in. Like, are we getting back together? Are they going to talk to me again? Did I do something wrong? We start making up stories in our mind and trying to filter through things. We're filtering through things that may or may not be the truth. And that's where it gets really difficult. Because if they said, yes, you have to call me by 5 on Friday, and we're like, oh crap, that's what I did wrong. You know, but we're like, wait, what did we do? Like, they didn't say what their boundaries were. It's just this haphazard, messy, whatever, when we thought it was all working out. And in the end, they just wanted more and more. Nothing will ever satisfy them because of the way the dopamine hits increase, and the intermittent reinforcement messes with us because we become addicts. And then they kind of do too, but they're pulling from us, and we're depleted. It's not like this big old party where we're laughing and happy within our love. It's them taking from us. You know, they get mad at us if we don't call, but they don't do the same respect. You know, we might not be comfortable with them going out, but we trust them. A lot of times we don't know what's going on because things don't add up. So it starts getting our mind going, and we try to show them we're trustworthy. And we give up a lot by doing that because we want to be seen as trustworthy, so we could see what they might be feeling. So we're like, okay, you know, I won't talk to so-and-so, or I won't do, you know, stay out past midnight or whatever it is, but they isolate us. And love lets you grow. Love lets you breathe. Love comforts you. And, you know, the two people supporting each other. It is a team. You know, teamwork is what wins games on the sports field. But you know, when there's no teamwork, you're not utilizing the strengths of all parties, and it's not as strong as it should be. And you deserve a strong, solid foundation, because narcissists, you know, will often discard if something happens in your elder years where you can't care for yourself, or you go through a bout of cancer, or something happens. A lot of times that's a turning point. And, you know, it is okay to be alone. We don't have to be with somebody. But if we are with somebody, we should lean on each other and help each other and build each other up. So the choice is ours. Do we want a toxic life or a happy life? So we have to realize we can be happy with or without somebody. So big hugs to that woman. You're going to like that podcast. Really cool aspect. Her personality is astounding to me. And I'm going to pick her brains. It was cool because she was like, I want to pick your brains too. So please like and subscribe. Likes really help with the algorithm. And I'll see you soon. Comment below if you have any topics you'd like me to address, and I'll see you soon. Let's see how this race thing goes. Did I finish telling you? I'll tell you real quick. I think I did. Where you speak negatively or positively, you scream at it or comfort it, and the rice and the negative energy is supposed to turn brown. So kind of interesting. We'll see if it works. I saw it on YouTube or TikTok, and I will make sure, because that's kind of interesting. Does the energy from our words rot out rice? Does it rot out our soul? See you soon, guys.